Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, apes and ape bets. On behalf
Writing's not that easy, but Grammarly can help. This sentence is grammatically correct, but it's
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, apes and ape bets. On behalf
biggest competitor is already predicting that we're going to collapse. Well, it was a tough challenge, but I am very proud to say that we did a complete and masterful turnaround at Norwegian Cruise Line. And not only did we not file for Chapter 11, we improved our fleet of ships, we improved our product at sea, we improved our marketing, we improved our financial strength. And fast forward, I'm still on the board of directors of Norwegian Cruise Line to this day. It's the only other public company that I'm a director of at the moment. And prior to the pandemic, Norwegian was still the third largest cruise company in the world with a $12 billion market cap. That would not have been the case had we not saved Norwegian back in the mid-1990s. And of course, the relevance of that experience to AMC is
very
quite obvious.
right?
Now, I certainly did not anticipate in December of 2019 that the strongest movie theater company in the world, the biggest movie theater company in the world, the most successful movie theater company in the world, the most profitable movie theater company in the world would be on death's door in 90 days because the world would literally stop. Who of us thought that we would be locked in our homes and apartments for almost a year?
Right.
But that's what happened. We went from having $480 million a month of revenue to $0 a month of revenue overnight, like literally overnight. And when I say literally overnight, people miss sometimes, oh, he means, position. We are a high fixed cost, low variable cost business. So even though we shed a lot of expenses to try to cope with the pandemic, we were still burning through a ton of cash. And there were 5 separate occasions between April of 2020 and January of 2021 where AMC was within 6 to 12 weeks of running out of money. But go back to those Norwegian Cruise Line days. I was used to staring death in the face and beating it. And we raised a lot of money between April of 2020 and January 21. We raised about $2.8 billion of debt and equity. And we also had a lot of friends because, this is a 100-year-old company. We picked up a lot of friends along the way. And then we had a lot of allies. And there were so many constituencies who were rooting for AMC to succeed. Take our theater landlords. You know that our theater landlords deferred $450 million of contractually owed rent for 2020. And they have been working with us hand in glove to help us to survive this crisis. Our lenders, who we owe a lot of money to, again, our first lien holders, our second lien holders, they were with us. In one of our very sophisticated complex refinancings last July, we literally, with the stroke of a pen, wiped away $555 million of debt. It just disappeared. It just went away. Why? Because we knew what we were doing. Moelis and Company, our investment bankers, and Citibank and Goldman Sachs and B. Riley, our investment bankers, they knew what they were doing. And we all rallied around this company And we were just going to be damned if AMC was going to fail, which sort of takes me to your retail investors. This is another audience that has really rallied around AMC over the past year. And I know, sure, there are some people who are in it only for $1 and are only, or $10 is the case.
Yeah,
maybe.
right.
And are just looking at the share price and hoping it will rise and they'll make money from that. But I also know for a fact that a lot of our retail investors rallied around AMC, not only because they hoped it would be a profitable investment, but because they actually have an affection and an allegiance to our company.
100% sentimental value.
And they want to see AMC thrive and survive. They don't want to see enemies of AMC put us under and run us out. And I certainly share that view. Going back to my experience, though, I just want to mention one other thing, because it's so unusual, but also relevant to the challenge at AMC. I've been a very casual sports fan my whole life.
Right.
In 2011, one of my closest friends bought the NBA team in my hometown. I grew up in Philadelphia, just a middle-class kid. I went to a big public high school with 975 kids in my graduating class. You said I went to Harvard College. 2 of us out of 975 got into Harvard. 2 out of 975.
Wow.
So I've been defying gravity for a long time. But one of my close friends bought the NBA team in my hometown. And there were like a dozen people in his ownership group. And he not only invited me to join the ownership group of the 76ers,